All right. Welcome to the show, all. Welcome to the show, everyone. Welcome to the show. How you guys doing? Welcome to another episode of Black People Kind of News, episode 9. Donald Trump is going to jail, Bad Cop News Live, and more. Make sure you guys share this stream. Make sure you tune in. Make sure you follow me. So whenever I go live, you guys can be caught up. Now, if you guys can pick a certain time that you want these live streams to go down, I can pick that time to regularly live stream for you guys because I want to make this show a regular thing. But let's get into the main topic of this evening. Ladies and gentlemen. Donald John Trump. He's been indicted. Your boy Donald John Trump has been indicted. He's almost certainly going to prison. Donald Trump indicted for allegedly mishandling classified documents seized at Mar-a-Lago. Oh, man. So there's claims that Donald Trump had classified documents just laying around, man. He had classified documents in restrooms. He had classified documents just laying around. It was all willy-nilly. And boy, oh boy, that is a no-no. That is a big no-no. Big old no-no. I don't know how Trump thought he was going to get away with this, but he clearly wasn't. Former President Donald Trump was indicted Thursday by a federal grand jury on charges related to hundreds of classified documents seized from his Florida estate, Mar-a-Lago, an unprecedented step in the wide-ranging investigations that include his previous indictment in New York. More than 300 classified documents were recovered more than a year after Trump left the White House, most under subpoena in June 2022 or during an FBI search in August 2022. Justice Department Special Counsel Jack Smith has been investigating the potential mishandling of national defense records. Trump was indicted on 7 charges, according to a person who has been briefed on the case. Trump confirmed the indictment in a statement and protested his innocence. In a post on Truth Social, he said that he was summoned to appear Tuesday at the federal courthouse in Miami at 3 p.m. Quote, the corrupt Biden administration has informed my attorneys that I have been indicted, end quote. Trump said in the statement, contrasting his treatment to the discovery of classified documents at President Joe Biden's former office and home. Quote, I am an innocent man, end quote, Trump added. Oh, man. You know it's bad when a man goes all caps. When a man goes all caps, that's how you know it's bad, y'all. That's how you know it's bad. Oh, man. But I got a little something, right, to tell y'all, something to show y'all something real quick. Something that's going to be a little bit funny. Something that's going to be hilarious. I mean, trust me, when you see this, you're going to go, you're going to chuckle. Because what Trump don't realize is that the judge in the case, I know something about the judge that a lot of other people don't seem to realize yet. And once they realize it, oh man, they're going to, trust me, when I let this news free, people is going to eat. People is going to eat. They're going to eat when I let this news free. When this news get out here about this judge in the Trump case, people is going to eat. So let's go ahead and feed these YouTube streets, man, and these TikTok streets, man. Let's go ahead and feed these YouTube and TikTok streets, man. Let's feed them, man. Let's feed them. Because not only is Trump also indicted for being a simp in New York, but this man, judge in case is Trump appointed. Yes. The judge assigned in the case, Eileen Cannon, is a Trump-appointed judge to oversee documents case. Washington, a federal district judge in South Florida, appointed by former President Donald Trump, appears to have been assigned for now to oversee his criminal case involving his mishandling of sensitive government documents, CBS News confirmed. A summons sent to Trump on Thursday notifying him of the indictment lists U.S. District Judge Eileen Cannon, whose chambers are in Fort Pierce, Florida, as the judge assigned to preside over at least the initial proceeding, a source familiar with the matter told CBS News. Trump is slated to appear in federal court in Miami on June 13th for his arraignment. Oh, it is unclear whether or not Judge Eileen Cannon is going to remain the judge presiding in the case for later stages. We don't know that, but if the judge that Trump appointed finds him guilty, if the judge that Trump appointed finds him guilty, oh my God. I love it, man. I love it. See, here's the other delicious irony, right? Trump fund the police. Let's look that up real quick. Trump is not defunding the police. He did budget cuts to federal police, but man, he sent a bunch of money. Trump says no defunding, dismantling, or disbanding of police. Oh, President Donald Trump, the now former President Donald Trump, on Monday sent a clear message during the White House roundtable with members of law enforcement. The police are doing a fantastic job. He said that. They're doing a fantastic job. Oh, man. Oh, I love it. I love to see it. I love to see it. He said the police are doing a fantastic job when he was president. Quote, there won't be defunding, there won't be dismantling of our police, and there is not going to be any dismantling of our police, end quote. Wow. Quote, we want to make sure we don't have any bad actors in there, and sometimes you'll see some horrible things like we witnessed recently, but 99.9, but let's go with 99% of them are great people, and they've done jobs that are record setting, end quote. Trump said, ooh, so you're record setting, you're wonderful cops. Those are the ones who are going to be putting you in handcuffs and putting you to federal prison. Oh, I love it. This is the kind of news that makes me happy. This is the kind of news, because see, when people have to learn the hard way that you'll back the blue until it happens to you, I love it when they have to learn these lessons the hard way. It's a very tough lesson, but I love to see it. I love to see it. Right? Because this man thought he was untouchable. That's what he thought. He thought he was just going to run for president, and then that was going to just end all these investigations. No, son. When the FBI says you got classified documents, they mean that, son. They mean that. And as you can see, your boy Donald Trump, who wanted to fund the police, call black people all kinds of names on behalf of law enforcement. Well, I got to ask you, Mr. Trump, do you still back the blue? Oh. Do you still back the blue, Mr. Trump? Mr. Trump, do you still back the blue? I got to know, Mr. Trump, do you still back the blue even though they got you in handcuffs? Even though you've been indicted, even though you're going to be arraigned, even though you're going to be in handcuffs, son. You got to be in cuffs. It's just customary. Sorry. There's an actual case number now, a federal case number involved with you now. People are jumping on you now. Your fellow Republicans. Oh, they're rhinos. They're also the people who was not federally indicted, like you are. So, that does say something, right? See, I'm glad this happened to Donald Trump. Mainly because people like him want to fund the police. I hope the same thing happens to Joe Biden. The people who you want to fund the most, you want to give all this money to, I hope those are the exact same people who drag you down. Now, there's been a recent case where Donald Trump has been, in a civil case, it seems like he essayed someone. And I find that interesting. Anybody wants to talk about that? Let's talk about it. A jury finds Donald Trump essayed E. Jean Carroll in a civil case, awards her $5 million. Oh, people say, well, how come she didn't make a criminal? Well, the federal government, they got a criminal case on them like right now. So does the state of New York and Manhattan with Alvin Bragg. So is that enough criminal for you? I don't think he needs more criminal cases at this point, right? You gotta admit. I mean, he could do without some criminal cases at this point. A Manhattan federal jury found that Donald Trump essayed E. Jean Carroll in a luxury department store dressing room in the spring of 1996 and awarded her $5 million for battery and defamation. Carroll alleged Trump essayed her in the Bergdorf Goodman department store and then defamed her when he denied her claim, said she wasn't his type, and suggested she made up the story to boost sales of her book. Trump denied all wrongdoing. He does not face any jail time as a result of this civil verdict. While the jury found that Trump essayed her sufficient to hold him liable to battery, the jury did not find that Carroll proved that he did the ultimate deed to her. Right? But a jury gave her $5 million though. I believe this woman. Trump did not attend the trial. Like any defendant in a civil case, he was not required to appear in court for trial or any proceedings and has a right to not testify in his own defense. Carroll called the verdict a victory for her and other victims of abuse. Wow. And I guarantee you the average Trump supporter, as soon as I bring this up, oh, she's lying. It doesn't make me respect you. Once you start doing stuff like that, man, I can't respect that. I can't respect that. I believe that woman. I believe all the women who come out against freaking Trump, because Trump seems like a type now. I mean, he was asked, do you have classified documents? Do you have these things? He kept lying. You're lying to the FBI? I think you'll lie about other things too. Yeah. You're lying knowing what kind of time that you actually get. It seems like your lawyer is covering things up. I'm no fan of the FBI. I'm no fan of the Department of Justice. I'm no fan of any kind of law enforcement. But what I'm also not a fan of are the people who funded him. Not a fan of anyone who funded him. Not a fan of that either. I'm a fan of people getting their just desserts. And since he wants to fund the police so much, and then, when Breonna Taylor, when that went down, and so many other cases, when Elijah McClain and so many other cases went down, what did Donald Trump say? Oh, he sided with the blue. He sided with the police. When he passed that bump stop ban, he knew what he was going to enforce. When he started bringing all kind of laws on the books, he knew what he was going to enforce. He understood that. Remember Lafayette Square? Historic to the black community. Historic to black Americans. What did Donald Trump do? He had federal police go and abuse people there. He sent police down to Portland and other parts of the country. Instead of being in solidarity with the protesters, and 99.9% of all the protests were absolutely peaceful. He wanted to focus on the small minority that were violent and then started to abuse people. And you want me to feel sorry for this man now that he's been fairly indicted? You want me to feel sorry for this man after he's been fairly indicted, after he justified the police showing up to historic black grounds, historic black places like Lafayette Square? Means a lot to us. Whether some people know it or not. He understands the significance of that church, and he totally got that. He then has pigs go and abuse American citizens on those church grounds, on holy ground, while he poses with a Bible, holds it upside down. Holds it upside down. Well, I wanted to have this short stream real quick to let you know that I don't feel sorry for Donald Trump. He's getting exactly what he deserves. Glad to see it. Glad to see it.